So I'm building another arcade.
Yeah, talk about this.
Well, so Arcade One Up has been increasing their prices lately.
Yes.
They cite chip shortages and wood prices going up, even though I mean, the things are made out of glorified cardboard. Let's be frank.
Right.
But they're raising their prices, and they're gonna see how it
It's
goes.
particle board, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
something like that.
some
It's
cheap shit.
like it's some sort of amalgamation of chemicals and wood. Um, so they announced a Galaga Miss Pac-Man machine, and I was like, "Oh, I want that. That's good," because in high school I played a lot of that machine. I would go to an arcade slash restaurant called Kahunaville,
Mm.
which was kind of like a rainforest cafe um, knockoff, and because it would have like Galapagos turtle animatronics in it, and it had a huge arcade. It would. I remember they had the like Daytona, the big Daytona ones that are all linked together, so you could all
Yes.
be in your own car. They had the Star Wars Pod Racer one, where you could actually like push. You could be little Anakin Skywalker. You could push the things and steer with that, and they were linked together, so you could race people. It was very exciting, a very exciting place to be.
You ever
But
play? You ever play the Star Wars trilogy arcade game? The one that's
they
like,
had that there too.
yeah, that's a good one.
It was a good one. And they also had a Galaga Miss Pac-Man machine, which was modded. That I think both of them were sped up. So the Miss Pac-Man was faster, and the Galaga ship shot faster. So both of them were modded. It was very awesome. I played a lot of it, and it was my favorite machine to play there. So anyway, Arcade One Up announced this machine, but they raised the price on it to a spot where it's not reasonable.
What
I'm
does it
not gonna.
cost?
It's like $530. Where originally like those kind of Pac-Man type machines were 400 and or less. So it was just out of reach, and
Yeah,
it kind of
Turtles was $3.99.
yeah. So it kind of pissed me off. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna, even though it's so significant to my formative experience in life. I'm not gonna get that cash grab. So I started thinking because I have some extra arcade one up parts. I have a some Pac-Man sides, like the sides of the cabinet, because I modded one of my Pac-Man machines, my Pac-Man 40th, to have a Namco Legacy board. So I have some extra parts, and I was like, well, maybe I'll take that money that I might have, bought that machine with, and mod that to be a Donkey Kong machine because I also played Donkey Kong at the arcades too. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take those parts. I'm gonna paint the sides of um, the Pac-Man machine parts that I have, and I'm gonna paint them like a a blue. I think liquid blue. I ordered that from Home Depot. This paint.
And Donkey
So
Kong's a good choice because it's just really unlikely Nintendo would ever license out to Arcade One Up.
that is my assumption. So I don't think I think it would be a great idea, but I don't think Nintendo's notoriously protective of all of its properties. I don't think it's going to license it. And so what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to paint those sides blue. I got these decal stickers that have the arcade graphics that I'm going to put on the side. I actually ordered a light up Donkey Kong marquee from Etsy. So I that's coming in.
That'll be
Eh,
awesome.
Yeah, and then I actually designed a custom panel with Donkey Kong graphics. So I
And by
just
by you designed it, you mean like you can go to like a panel provider and be like, do this?
yeah. So DIY Retro Arcade
Right.
is the website, and I made a Photoshop document. I designed a panel, and I sent it to them. And they're like, "Yeah, we can do that." And so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to film all my process of me building this, and I'm going to make a video about it.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see
And
that.
and and so there's a couple options of what I'm going to do for like the brain of this. One of the options is actually there's like you can get like old arcades have JAMA, the JAMA cards.
Yeah.
um I could get a 60-in-1 JAMA card and mod the arcade one up to have a JAMA harness and go to that the monitor that's provided. But I think I'm going to do Pi. I'm just going to do Pi
Yeah.
because there's a really good image called Button Masher
Mm.
for the vertical monitor. Because
Oh.
what you can see at Frankie's screen there, those are both like horizontal monitors. With Pac-Man, there's a vertical one, so I have an extra vertical monitor actually. And so I'm going to do a vertical mod. And this image is called Button Masher. It's a vertical mod, so it has all the vertical games. Um, and so it just has a lot more selection. It's their ROMs, so they're perfect emulation of the thing. So that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Instead of the JAMA, like some of those JAMA cards, they're not, the sound's not perfect. They take out the uh like the copyright information because they're kind of like weird Chinese third party things. So I'm just gonna do a Pi and do a really good image of it.
That'd be great.
And
Does
uh
now that Gabe loves Mario 3D World, has he taken to the arcades yet at all?
not really. He loves Mario 3D World. He talks about it all the time. We just played it tonight. It's one of the reasons why we recorded so late is because he doesn't want to sleep and he just wants to play the game.